Well, students spend about 180 days in the classroom a year, and teachers want that time for students to feel safe, loved, and cared for.
And that takes a lot of extra time and sometimes extra supplies as well. The teachers end up paying a lot of that for themselves, by themselves. Our Candace Monticelli getting a look inside classrooms and how teachers are really impacted by this. Good morning, Candace.
Good morning. Yes, creating that safe space for students goes beyond having basic school supplies. And we're now seeing teachers shelling out more and more of their own cash to make their classrooms feel more like home for students.
I want to have a gathering place.
2 weeks before the start of school,
Hopefully I'm going to try to do a gathering place in the middle and set up the tables around it.
Rockford fourth grade teacher Lisa Schroeder
I want to have a reading area.
shows us around her new classroom.
This is number 11.
11 classrooms,
This is the beginning of my 37th year.
over 37 years.
All at Crestwood, every grade, K-5.
And during those nearly 4 decades, this teacher learned a thing or two about interior design.
My curtains are at home right now, so I want to get the curtains up.
For her, these 4 walls are not just a classroom.
Just to make this a place that when you come in, it's coming home. I want this to be home away from home.
This unfinished home you see here is the product of 3.5 hours of work with a full day still ahead. But filling the shelves and blank bulletin boards can come at a cost.
I started teaching years ago with, I'll just be honest, hundreds of dollars, and over time it hasn't been as much.
Rockford Elementary School teachers get $9 a student. With 23 students, that's $207 for the year.
You just get flexible with it and you don't spend it all in the very beginning of the year.
The Michigan State Constitution requires all schools provide the resources needed for a basic education.
And so that would be paper, pencils, textbooks, library books in the library.
Rockford Schools does that and more.
It's really important for us to meet the needs of all our kids that come to school.
But Superintendent Dr. Steve Matthews recognizes it isn't always enough, and teachers bridge the funding gap.
We provide all the materials that they need to run their classroom, but a teacher is not built that way. A teacher became a teacher because they want to connect with kids, and one of the ways that they find to connect with kids is to create a classroom environment that is meaningful and engaging.
According to the 2023 nationwide teacher spending survey from Adopt a Classroom, the average teacher spent $860 out of pocket on classroom educational materials during the last school year. For the coming year, 84% say they need the basics.
The money that Rockford does give me, I can use that to supplement the things that perhaps are not there.
But even with paying out of pocket, Mrs. Schroeder says it's easy to see the district's investments. All K-8 classrooms are equipped with their own library.
Whether you're a brand new teacher or a vet teacher like me, we have an amazing library that Rockford has provided to us. It is phenomenal.
And this year, some classes, including Mrs. Schroedermeyer's, are getting new flexible seating like